Yo, what is up, guys? We are back in Madden 20, my league, my rules, episode 21, and we're at the trade deadline. You know the drill. We're at the trade deadline. We're gonna try and make some trades and all that nonsense happen. So, I went into, like I said, I was gonna do all the signings off camera. Here's what I did. Just move the guy here to offensive lineman here. Let's start at the bottom here because there's. We go in order, we go in order, work our way up, work our way down the list here. Notable signings here. Couple players that were also kind of notable that we didn't sign. You'll see them in free agency when we get to them. We signed Odell to a contract. The Browns, they didn't really have any other options to sign anyone long term, so we signed Odell there. Amir Wade, this guy's leading the league in receiving right now, so we signed him long term. Le'Veon Forbes, 6 years, 62 million. The X Factor safety on the Dolphins. We signed Anthony Craig, a 51.6 as well. Couple teams like Falcons, we signed a couple players there too. It's Jared Goff's contract year as well. We did sign him to a 2-year deal, if you remember, so we gotta figure out what to do there with him. I guess we're going to see how it plays out. Todd Gurley, he's still a 99, so of course we're going to sign him long-term with the Jets. We did trade a first-round pick for him, so it's kind of important. Douglas Carney's that X-Factor receiver on the Lions. We signed him long-term too, locked him up. We signed a couple players on the Packers. We're going to try and rebuild around them, those guys. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Sean Wooten was that first-round receiver drafted for the Raiders, 6 to 63. That's not bad. Robert Peck, we signed to a 115. If you look at his stats this year, he's not doing so well. He hasn't really done that well in his career. However, made the playoffs last year, on pace for the playoffs this year. So I might as well have signed him. Let me show you. Go to the Raiders here. I mean, again, not doing. He's doing okay. 17-3, good ratio. I mean, you compare him to last year. He's on a much better pace than he was last year. Halfway through the year, 17 touchdowns, on pace for 34. It's pretty good. About the same amount of yards. So we'll see. I mean, it's a cheap contract, 115 mil. So compared to like what Watson's making and what the others are making, I think that was a pretty good deal. And we signed Wyatt McKinley to a 7/184, which I'm trying to think about how much that is annually. I don't know. It's probably about the same as what's his face, as Robert Peck. But I mean, again, if you look at the Steelers, I mean, they just won the Super Bowl, so you got to sign the quarterback. I mean, he's not doing so good this year. Obviously, 9 touchdowns halfway through the season is not good, but I mean, he hasn't really been proven to be good, but I mean, 7-year 184, that's a pretty good deal because most quarterbacks say 5 or 6 years. But we got him locked up. So, I mean, the most he's making, you see 31 million. That's 3/4 of what what's his face, Deshaun Watson will be making at one point. So, I mean, we got a Super Bowl champion here and a playoff contending quarterback. So that's really all that matters at the end of the day here. Notable. You just signed Max Stevens long term. He sucks. 900 yards through 8 games. That's awful. Or 7 games, I guess. The bye. Like, jeez. I don't know what happened there. And also, Malcolm Harris. Look at this. This is awful. 5 touchdowns. I will say, though, the Panthers are winning. They have a winning record. So I don't know what's going on this year. But there's some really bad quarterback play going on. And some really good quarterback play going on. Like, when you scroll down here, I mean, this guy's awful, Derek Lenz. This is the worst quarterback in the league right now. Malcolm Harris, second worst. They have a winning record. I'm pretty sure the Broncos have a winning record too. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. A lot of these quarterbacks playing, like Daniel Jones, only has 9 touchdowns, 0 picks though. I don't know how how this is happening. Any other notables? Like I said, I would go through every team, so I was able to work out contracts and do any development trades that came in for them. So one of them was Darrell Henderson. We got him to a superstar dev last overnight, or off camera, I guess. He had to go into the game, get 3 touchdowns. We did that for him. Just because we have him for 3 more years on contract. I know we were going to probably give this guy Blizzard a chance, but now we have Henderson on a superstar dev, so I guess that's pretty good. We got this linebacker. We just locked him up, too, for long term. This linebacker, Carson, got a dev trait increase as well. Jonathan Carson is a superstar now, which works out very well for us. As he's 24, and like I said, we just locked him up long term. So he's probably going to be the franchise right in the middle here. Even though we still have Tremaine Edmonds at 26. So that's still pretty impressive there. Bucks here, they have a bunch. They have a bunch of depth. So here's what's crazy here. This guy's in a contract year right here. Waller, he's 23. He was undrafted. And he's a 77 already. So, at age 23, 77, this is like someone coming out of the draft. This is like a first-round pick you could trade him for. Like, this is a gem they dug up. The needle in the haystack, mind you. I mean, we could sign him super cheap long-term deal if we really wanted to. I don't know if he's even played. Has he even played? He's played a little bit. He hasn't played that much. But, I mean, like, everyone else I'm pretty sure is locked up for at least a couple more years. I don't think we have to sign anyone on the offensive line on the Buccaneers. Let's just sort it by each one. So no center, no right guard, and the right tackle is just this dude. So we have everyone locked up. We could probably trade this guy for first, maybe second round pick. More likely a second because I think a first round pick's a little too much. But we could also trade one of these two dudes here for a linebacker because we definitely need a second linebacker for this team. So we're going to try and work out a trade there. Also, if we look at the Cardinals on their depth chart here, they have a superstar backup guard here. So we're going to try and trade Gallard here for something. I mean, 81 at age 28. Probably trading for like a 4th round pick or something like that. See if we could get him moving. And if we go to the Chargers, everyone on the trade block. I am not joking. Everyone is on the trade block. I don't think I can't show you from here because I'm on the Chargers. But if we switch to a team, we go to any other team here, go to like the Chiefs. Any other player, every player on that team is pretty much on the trade block right now. It's tank season for them. If we sort it by, I can't even sort it by position or by team. But if you go to the Chargers, like literally, I put everyone on the trade block. It helps you remember that I have to trade for people. So like Hunter Henry's up there. We got Derwin James on there too. So we got 2 corners. We're gonna put them on the trade block. I don't know if we're gonna trade Tay Askew. He's only on a 1-year deal, so maybe we'll just hold him out. Derwin James. If we trade him, it's going to be 2 first-round picks. That's what I'm deciding right now. Even though he's 28, he's a 99 overall. He is arguably the best corner in the league, or the best safety in the league, who could even play corner. So we're gonna try and find trade partners for them. As it is tank season, it's rebuild time in LA. I mean, for both LA teams, mind you. I mean, they're 0-6. I don't know how that happened. Their team was primed to be decent, but Lens is playing so bad that it's just rebuild time there. Go to the Jaguars here. They have a rookie wide receiver that just got up a dev trade that I hopped into that game, helped him out for him. Kamari Bennett. He's now a 79 star dev rookie wide receiver. I think he was a rookie, maybe second year. Rookie wide receiver. That's actually amazing. Should be good. Should be really good. Hoping a lot out of him. But yeah, I mean, this team looks really good right now. They should probably be a playoff team. They are 5-2, right? 5-2. They just lost to the Raiders, who are also 5-2 now. So it's looking pretty good. So we're gonna try and find some trade partners right now. We're gonna try and work those trades. See if we can move players. I'm gonna switch over to the Chargers because it's tank season there. We're gonna try and get a bunch of picks out of them. I hope the draft's pretty good. Just the quarterbacks weren't. We could probably work out something with the quarterback situation here. Yeah. It's going to be the Ravens. I think we're going to pull the trigger here. Do 2 first-round picks. for Derwin James. I think this is a fair trade. They still have the cap space for it. We gotta throw in a player, just because they're over a player. What's their quarterback situation? Jameis Winston. Look at that. So we'll do this. We'll do Jameis Winston of 2 firsts, Derwin James. We'll throw in a pick, just because it's Jameis Winston. We'll throw in a 5th. And yeah, I think that's good. We'll just sign a backup quarterback for Lamar Jackson. There we go. Vastly improves the secondary in Baltimore, as they got a much needed player in that secondary. I mean, we could maybe even move either Carl Joseph or who's heavier, 205. Derwin James way, 215. Maybe we move Derwin James to inside line. Nah, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna say we moved to inside linebacker, but we need safety help. That's for sure. Maybe we'll move Carl Joseph to inside linebacker. See if he's a higher overall there. If not, then whatever. Let's see here. So he's a 74, so that's good. We'll move Barr up to number 1. McCarter's is number 2. He actually uses scheme fit too, so that's pretty cool. What's his block shedding? 66 is a little low, but I mean he really does have everything else needed for a linebacker, so I guess that actually works out. Just towards the end of his career too, he can't really stretch the field as much, so it makes sense that he's playing inside now. 2 teams that I see right now for Desmond King here. It's the Bears, because they need corner help, and the Bengals, because they go from a 91 to a 78. They drop down fast. That's really the only 2 teams I'm looking at here. So, Bears don't have cap space. It's going to be the Bengals. Their number 1 need is corner anyway. I was going to do a 3rd and a 4th because it's contract year. He might not sign. Maybe we'll just bite the bullet with a 2nd. I feel like 2nd's the move. We could probably lock up Desmond King 2 years. I think that's a good idea. You could definitely get Desmond King on a 2-year deal here in Cincinnati. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Because you know what? We are getting a major upgrade at corner. I just realized he's a 96. Not like a 90 or something. So then him and Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore's probably going to walk after this year. We can get Desmond King on a 2-year deal there, and then that should work out. He's a big cap hit, but like I said, we're going to lose Stephon Gilmore, so it's worth it. We'll submit this trade. Desmond King for a 2nd. There we go. Well, since Max Divins is playing very bad right now, we could probably trade him to the Patriots and upgrade at receiver there. Because if you look at the receiving game here, it is bad. It goes from a 92 down to an 80 down to a 75. So, you definitely use Keenan Allen on this team. McAllister is a star dev. Donald Wood is normal. So, this would be an instant upgrade. I think we have Keenan Allen on a 1-year deal, right? And he's age 32, so we should probably trade him for like a 3rd. Eesh. I feel like a 3rd's not enough though. I feel like a 3rd and a 4th would be good. This is a fine trade. I wasn't gonna do it, but we are gonna trade Hunter Henry too. He's 29, 91 overall, still really good tight end. He's gonna trade him over to the Cowboys for a 2nd and next year's 3rd. I think that's a good trade. We're definitely gonna lock him up long term because they only have ASJ on contract there. So this is definitely a good trade. Trade Hunter Henry over to Dallas. I was gonna maybe just keep Henry for the year, but we'll get rid of him. Might as well. Last but not least, we're gonna see if we can move Joey Bosa. I don't know if we're going to, but we'll try and move him. I just traded someone to the Patriots though. Do I want to really do that again? I mean, if we trade Joey Bosa, it's probably going to be 2 second-round picks, considering his age. 29. That's probably a 1st, actually. Joey Bosa for a 1st seems realistic. But do we want to do that? We do got to clear up some space. They have players on their roster. We'll cut people. We'll switch over to them. I think this is actually the trade. Because there's no other team that needs Joey Bosa. I was going to say just let Joey Bosa leave on his own terms, but letting a 96 overall player walk in free agency is stupid. Might as well get something out of him. So, we'll do this trade. Joey Bosa over to the Patriots for a first-round pick. Know what we're getting out of him. He's a 96 X factor. So, that works out very well. So, we're trying to improve Max Divins. So, they do have a winning record, and we're trying to improve him, so we traded for Keenan Allen. Hopefully that helps out. And on the defensive side, we had a 76. We upgraded to Joey Bosa, got a 20-point boost. So this team should be much better this year. Do you know that they'd still have to sign like a lot of people? But let's try and get these two locked up first, I guess. Joey Bosa. Oh, he was on a 2-year deal. We have Joey Bosa's replacement, so it's not like it's a big deal. Let's try and get Keenan Allen locked up. Right now. Try and get him on the $45 million deal. There we go. So that was worth the trade at the end of the day. Who did I just trade Desmond King to? I already forgot. The Bengals. We could try and get Desmond King on that 2-year. Let's not do a 2-year extension. Let's go 2 for 32, I guess. See if he wants that. Just got him locked up. There we go. We're going to wait till Stephon Gilmore regresses to sign him, and then we'll figure it out from there. But yeah. So now, if you look at the Bengals here, they're 2-5. They're going to go for that playoff push. They still have Steve Ebert. They just went to the conference championship last year, so their team is still good. They just had to upgrade a corner, which we did. So who knows? Maybe they can make a push late game, finish 10-6. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, it is going to be a little tough. I just hope that they finish positive. After going, I mean, his 2-5 start's not so good, but it's about the future. It's about locking him up long term, which we just did. Thing we're gonna do is we're gonna trade this left guard here. We're gonna trade Gallard because Blackwell is a superstar. Let's see if we can find a left guard that is needed in the league right now. We could. Another team was the Rams. With everything going on there, they don't have anyone on the left guard, so I guess we could trade him. Might as well trade him over to the Rams for like practically nothing because he's worth nothing right now. He has no value. They have 3 first-round picks. Look at that. We can sacrifice, I guess, one of these fourths. Or maybe we'll go with the next year's 4th. That seems like a fair trade here. There we go. But, in all honesty, he's on a contract year. This guy, Jameson, I don't know if we have him locked up long-term. We honestly might, considering that he's in year 5. He's only on a 1-year deal. We can definitely lock him up long-term, though, on the Eagles, so we'll do that trade there. So honestly, it might be the fucking Ravens here, because they're like we said, their defense is in shambles. They don't have much here. And they do need to improve that defensive line, like, right now. Who's this May dude? 294, he might be playing D-tackle. 70, low block shedding. I mean, we might trade him for a 3rd. How good is this Fisher dude? Yeah, also low block shedding. He's got star dev. The other dude didn't. Right? Yeah, this dude has normal dev. They're both the same age, but that guy's star development. So I think we'll do this trade here. Fisher for a 3rd. Maybe we'll do next year's 2nd. Because I did say he was worth the 2nd-round pick, and they don't really have any picks right now. So we'll do, I don't know, maybe this year's 2nd? Nah, let's do a 3rd. We'll do a 3rd. Stick with what we said. Trade him for a 3rd. Move Fisher to D-tackle. Ravens' offense now is superior. Their defense, we just improved as much as we can. We'll move Fisher inside to D-tackle. So as you saw there, their D-tackle position was not so good. Fisher will at least be a starter. Hopefully locked up long-term, too. Hopefully they didn't just fuck me with the roster. There he is. He's a 79 still. And they improved there. We're going to get him locked up long-term right now, actually. I want to take a look at here's the Eagles. We did just trade for that D-tackle. That's probably going to be starting now. Switching over to their team. Yeah, there he is. He's the starter already. There we go. This dude that was on the contract here. So let's get him locked up now. Let's get him locked up long term. Get him on that 5-year, $20.8 million deal. I tried signing Carson once. He wants more money, so it kind of pisses me off. I'm going to try and send him another deal. I don't want to sign him for too long, but we'll see what happens there. Anyway, let's switch to advance a week. We're going to do our playoff push. I'm going to take a look at the MVP race. As we did all of our stuff that we had to do. Oh, we got a breakout player opportunity here. Keontae Hall. I don't know who this is. I guess someone with normal dev. Maybe we'll hop in. Try and help him out here. Yeah, he's 76 overall. Age 24. I think we still got Arcega-Whiteside locked up long term, and we still got Stephon Diggs locked up. So, I don't know. Let's look at the MVP race here. As we are halfway through the year, see what we got. So far, Robert Peck is your MVP, followed by Mahomes, and then Sylvester Hutchins. And Cam Newton at number 4. Gotta love it. You gotta love Cam Newton in this franchise. He's absolutely killing it. AFC Offensive Player of the Year going to Peck. Defensive Player of the Year going to Miles Jack. Rookie of the Year goes to Jared Parham, the running back that we drafted. That was a weird pick at running back, but we still did it anyway. Eldon Cox, your Defensive Rookie of the Year, the corner, the X Factor corner. Well deserved there. Switching over to the NFC. Walter Perry, Defensive Rookie of the Year at an 0-7 record. There's at least some bright lights there. Offensive Rookie of the Year going to Chance Gibson as well. That's pretty good. Surprised it's not Juan Windsor, but we'll take it, I guess. If these two come out as Rookies of the Year, that's going to be huge for that entire team's future. Defensive Player, they're going to Sean Dion Hamilton. That's actually pretty crazy. They're 4-3-1, so why not? Yeah, good progress so far. Let's keep advancing. Let's just keep doing our thing. Alright, so we have an X Factor opportunity for the Eagles player here. Gotta get 200 yards from scrimmage with Vernon Boyd. I think that's the receiver here. Oh, the running back. How old is he? 26. I gotta see his contract. I don't know if we signed him or not. Is my headset not working? I don't know. What's his contract looking like? Is he worth going for an X Factor? Oh, yeah, he is. I'll try and hop into that game. I'll try and help the Eagles out. See what happens. See if I could sign Carson Wentz right now. He wanted a little bit more bonus, right? Yeah, he wanted a little bit more bonus. I offered him 45. I guess we'll go 45.3. There we go. Vernon Boyd with 192 rushing yards. That's insane. And 2 touchdowns. And receiving-wise, he got 90. So he definitely hit the 200 benchmark. It's going to be an X factor for him. From week 13, so everyone has had a bye. So everyone's played the same amount of games. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the stats on the year. Can't say for anyone that, oh, well, he's had a bye, so nothing's skewed here. Robert Peck looking unreal right now. Dak Prescott also looking unreal. 30-8, 2,800 passing yards. There's still a bunch of games left to be played, too. Lamar Jackson looking really good, too. Russell Wilson, 26-4, looking good again, finally. Had that one off year, but now it's looking pretty good. Sort of by yards here. Robert Peck is on a whole nother level of passing yards. Jeez. Looking at rushing attack here. Zeke with 1,143 yards. 5.9 per carry. 7 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 15 touchdowns. First in the league. Josh Jacobs second at 14. So, Josh Jacobs has 14 rushing touchdowns, and Robert Peck has 25. That's insane numbers, actually. Jeez. Receiving, this dude, Reggie Rose, we saw him long term, no clue who he is. Unreal season so far. at 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. Also leading the league in touchdowns, too, along with Dawson Knox, Carl Bendo, and Antonio Callaway. In terms of receptions, Duncan Weber, tight end, that we drafted in the top 10 a few years ago. Proven his worth. Unreal. I don't know how this guy is doing so good. I don't know who he is, where he came from. Unreal. Drew Tranquil, the only good player on the Chargers defense left, with 120 tackles with still a few weeks left. Patrick Harden slew down a little, 14.5 sacks. Still crazy numbers, though. DeMarcus Lawrence at 11, Nick Bosa at 11, Clowney at 9.5. And Miles Jack at 6 picks right now. Nick Glass hasn't gotten any in a couple of weeks, but not bad, not bad. Looking at the playoff race, just because we're getting near that point, sorted by AFC first. Patriots and Jets are the top 2 teams right now. Broncos and Raiders are the other top 2 teams. So, unfortunately, 2 of these teams are going to be wild card. 2 of them are going to get first round buys. So, that's good. And the Jaguars and the Steelers are also leading divisions. That's pretty much the whole wild card pick. This is the whole playoff picture right here. These 6 teams. We'll see how that goes. Switching over to the NFC. Buccaneers at 8-3. Seahawks at 8-3. Lions, Panthers, Giants. These are all division leaders right here. Except for the Panthers. Panthers are a wild card team. And the 49ers are the other wild card team. So that's looking pretty good as well. Should be a tight playoff race. How are the tank teams doing? In terms of the Rams, 1-10, Chargers 2-9, and Packers 3-7. I don't know what's going on in Houston. Bengals, that kind of shocks me, but they've been shitty all franchise. And the Bills, I don't know what's going on there either. I'm guessing with the Bills because J.J. Watt retired. And Madison Huntington isn't really J.J. Watt, per se. Texans, I don't know what's going on here. I just don't know. There is no answer here. It might be a shutdown for them as well. And the Bengals, they've been shitty all franchise. Can't really do anything about that. Dolphins 5-6. They were 2-5, so they're getting better. The Cardinals at 6-5. That's pretty good. 49ers at 6-4-1 in that wild card race as well. Let's finish out the season here. I'm gonna sim it to week 15. See who the Heisman winner is. And yeah, we are in week 15. The Rams beat the Vikings somehow. That kind of bothers me with the Vikings, how they're losing to these teams. So they're now, okay, they're 6-6-1. They're still in the fight. I don't know if they're gonna win the division. Lions are 8-5, but they're still in the fight. Who won the Heisman? Goes to Ty Bramble. I have no clue who that is. Let's take a look. Ty Bramble. Safety. Late first round talent. His stock is all the way at the top right now, solely because he won the Heisman. One of the quarterbacks actually did upgrade. Eric Sheets. He was like a third round talent when we first scouted him in the first episode of the season. And now he's a first round talent. So he's improved, I guess. I don't know. That's good though. He's a first round talent. He'll probably get drafted by one of these tanking teams then. Looking at other quarterbacks here, I just want to keep looking at them, see if there's any good QBs. Which doesn't really look like it. Doesn't look good at all. Who knows? I mean, if we have the first overall pick, we're gonna take Eric Sheets. I know he's a late first round talent, but you need the quarterback. No brainer pick there. Packers or Chargers could probably get Cornelius in the second round. That's probably what we'll go for. Maybe at the end of the first round, probably pick him up. But yeah, nonetheless though, still a good pick would be Eric Sheets as the QB of this franchise. Wide receivers still look stacked. The first 3 here, and Jamal Bond looks really good. Antoine Hopkins, 6'5" receiver, and Timothy Tiller looks pretty good as well. Same with this dude, Gilbert Newell. He looks pretty good, in my opinion. Might Might be a first round pick, even though it's a second round talent. Still a couple good O linemen. Nothing really notable at the offensive line, except for Max Meyer, mid first round talent. That's pretty good. This dude here as well, late first round talent. That's good. Eugene Alexander, D tackle. Okay. They were talking about offensive lineman in the draft. This dude, Kirkland Gross. This is apparently the best offensive lineman in the draft, is what they're saying. So, like, that's what they're saying in the draft stories. So, we're going to take a look at him, too. Finish out the season. Just want to take a look at this Rams team. They look much improved already, honestly. Chance Gibson out of 74. He's Rookie of the Year status so far. Walter Perry is an X Factor. Did he upgrade to an X Factor, or was he already an X Factor? I already forgot. Looks like he was already an X Factor. Has Zone Hawk, so that should be good. That should be really good. Got our future right here in these two. And Chance Gibson at QB, in my opinion. Finney, no, I don't think so. Smallwood wasn't playing too well, even though I only gave him one game. But he's already catching up on overall, so I think we're okay with what we have here with the Rams. It's not the worst. Didn't we put... No, we still have Tyree Jackson in, or Drew Foley. We're going back and forth, I guess. Has one of them been the starter over the other? Who's starting right now? I feel like it is Drew Foley. Okay. He was doing okay, I guess. The team is a mediocre team right now. We're going to try and keep on developing everyone, I guess. Let's finish the season out. Let's see who makes the playoffs. Okay, so what really bothers me is the backers are now 6-8-1. So clearly we have the answer in Drew Foley. Clearly, he's the answer. He's winning them games. So that's totally fine. We got the answer at quarterback for their team. So they have a couple first-round picks. They could do it on other positions, I guess. Drew Foley's been balling. They were 1-6, right? Weren't they 1-6? Or something like that? Yeah, they started off 0-6, won, traded, win. Wow. 2 losses in that span. That's actually insane. Good for Drew Foley. This is a close division. Holy shit. The Vikings are leading it. The Lions blew it. Oh my god. Could our baby the Vikings, the team that we started all the building up with, could they make the playoffs in week 17? Or is it going to go to the Bears, or is it going to go to the Lions? I don't know. It's not going to go to the Packers. There's one game left. They can't possibly win it. Let's advance it a week and see who makes the playoffs. I hope it's the Vikings. Ah, no, it's the Lions. Right? Is it the Lions? Yeah, it goes to the Lions, and the Bears make the wild card. Vikings, you blew it. You blew it. Sorted by AFC here. Patriots with the first round bye, and the Raiders also with the first round bye. 10-6. Jets in the wild card. Jaguars and Dolphins making the wild card. There it is. They are scary. They are in the playoffs with that Aaron Donald, with DeMarcus Lawrence, with that defense. They are scary. They are the underdog here. They are the underdog. Look out for these Dolphins. I'm telling you right now, they might be the Super Bowl team. They might be it. NFC playoff picture. Seattle, 12-4. First round bye. Signing Russell Wilson on that 1-year deal was totally worth it. The Niners and the Giants. Looks like the Giants are going to get a first round bye at 9-7. Okay. I've never seen that before. A lot of middle of the pack. Holy crap, a lot of middle of the pack. It was a very competitive NFC. AFC, not so much. A couple bad teams. Wow, a very competitive NFC. Wow. Saints somehow missed the playoffs. Super Bowl runner-ups last year. Steelers did get in at 9-6-1, winning the division. That's insane, actually. The Giants getting a first-round bye at 9-7. It is the Giants, right? Because, like, the way those teams are sorted, it was weird. Sometimes Madden doesn't do that. Nope, it is the Giants. Giants get the first-round bye at 9-7. Somehow the Cowboys didn't make the playoffs at 9-7 either. Let's take a look at the end of year stats before we look at MVP. I'm going to look at this and then guess who the MVP is. So Robert Peck, 4,700 yards and 36 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield at 41 touchdowns, 4,100 yards. He might be the MVP, either him or Robert Peck, just because of the yards. Like, that's insane. And also, they got a first round bye, the Raiders. My guess is it's Robert Peck. That's an unreal year for him. Right as we signed him long term. Rushing, Ezekiel Elliott, 1,700 yards and 14 touchdowns. Todd Gurley with another incredible year. At age 30, nothing is slowing him down. Saquon Barkley at 19 touchdowns, leading the league with 0 fumbles. Receiving, Reggie Rose, unreal compared to everyone else. 1,412. Next best was 130 yards behind Paris Campbell. Leading the league in receptions, also Reggie Rose. Leading the league in touchdowns goes to Stephon Diggs at 13. Man, defensively, 170 tackles for Drew Tranquill. Holy shit. 170 tackles. Nowhere near Reuben Foster. Sacks 20.5 for Patrick Harden. Almost was on pace for 23. He was on pace for 23 at the halfway point of the year. Couldn't finish it. Clowney at 17. 2 players on the Seattle defense combined for 37.5 sacks. That is insane. DeMarcus Lawrence at 18. Nick Bosa at 13. Interceptions. Miles Jack led the league at 6. Oh my god. 2 players on the Seattle D-line with 37 sacks. That is ridiculous. Alright, so like I said, I'm guessing Robert Peck is the MVP. But it might be Baker Mayfield. That's my second guess. See who it is. Goes to Lamar Jackson. I don't know how. If any of these top 4, it should be Russell Wilson for having the best record in the league. What did Lamar Jackson do this year? I just want to take a look. Okay, 37 touchdowns. That's pretty good. How many rushing? 5. So we have 42 total touchdowns. I do want to compare that to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson had 38 and 5. He had 43. I don't know. And then where's Robert Peck here? He had 3 rushing. He had 39. Okay. I can understand. I can understand Lamar Jackson, but in my opinion, it's Russell Wilson. If I was giving out this award, it's Russell Wilson. Between these 4 players. Because he had the best record. Like, it's just simple as that. Coach of the Year. I want to see that. Actually. Coach of the Year going to Seattle's coach. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson. Defensive Player of the Year, Drew Tranquill. No-brainer there. 170 tackles. Gerard Parham is your Rookie of the Year. Brian Ortega at number 2. So that running back was the best choice there. Trey Beckham, the low overall wide receiver, coming at number 5. That's pretty good. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Eldon Cox, the corner on the Jets. That was the difference. He was the difference maker for them. They made the playoffs. Leon Wakefield, that guy that we traded everything for on the Titans, coming in at number 2. That's also pretty good. Best QB goes Baker, Todd Gurley, running back, Carl Benado, wide receiver. Offensive line's all mixed up. Defensive line, linebacker. So linebacker somehow goes to Miles Jack, even though Drew Tranquill won Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. And going to the NFC side of things, Offensive Player of the Year is Russell Wilson. Defensive Player of the Year is Patrick Harden. No-brainer. Unreal season for him. Clowney coming in at 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Chance Gibson. Defensive Player of the Year, Walter Perry. Gotta love it. Gotta love it with the Rams. They got a bright future ahead of them. If those guys are winning Rookies of the Year, you should maybe get dev traits. I don't know if that... Did you get dev traits from that? Saquon Barkley winning Best Running Back. Kind of feel bad for Zeke on that one. Reggie Rose winning Best Receiver. Well deserved. Patrick Harden, Best D Lineman, of course. Dre Greenlaw at linebacker. Jalen Ramsey at DB. Alright. How did Cam Newton do? Actually, I just want to see how he did. I don't know if he was in the race for MVP. 32 touchdowns and 4 rushing, 36 total. What did he finish on the year? The MVP race. He wasn't even in the top 10. Was he in the top 10 for best QB in the NFC? He was 6th. Okay, it's not bad. I just want to see one more thing here. Just want to see how the Rams finished in general, with Chance Gibson and Walter Perry winning Rookies of the Year. We do have to re-sign staff. Who do we got to sign? We got to sign 18 touchdowns and 12 picks against the Rookie of the Year. Okay, I guess. Tony Pollard did okay. Harmon Hearns, man. The guy that got the depth trade increase that we signed long term afterwards. 999 yards, 6 touchdowns, not bad. It's pretty good. And defensively, Walter Perry, 130 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. Well deserved there. And Javonte Moore's 15 tackles for loss. I'm going to switch to the Giants because, I'm a Giants fan. I want to see how they do in the playoffs. They got the first round bye. So I do want to just take a look at the playoff schedule really quick. We'll see what we got lined up here. Dolphins playing the Jaguars, Bears playing the Lions, Jets playing the Steelers, and the Niners playing the Bucks. I'm going to guess. See, Jaguars have been very good all year. I feel like the Jaguars might take that one. The Lions will take that one. I feel like the Jets could steal that win. And Buccaneers probably going to win that one. So let's advance. Let's see what we got here. We're going to go straight to the Super Bowl here. We're going to watch the Super Bowl like we normally do. See how it goes. Alright, so the Lions won, just like I predicted. Let's take a look at that schedule, see how everyone did. Wild cards. So Jacksonville did win against Miami. Unfortunate, but still. Detroit won that one. Pittsburgh stomping the Jets. And Tampa Bay winning by 1 point. So I got what? I did say Jacksonville. I did say Detroit. Said Jets, and I said Tampa. So I got 3 of the 4. Not the worst. Next up here, we got Steelers going to New England to play the Patriots. Lions playing the Giants, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Jaguars, Raiders. I feel like it's going to... Man. Jaguars and Raiders played earlier in the year. The Raiders won. So I feel like the Raiders could take that one again. And it was in Jacksonville, too. So Raiders could take that one. Patriots, Steelers. I feel like the Patriots are going to win that one. Seahawks, Bucks. That could go either way. I feel like the Seahawks will win it. The Lions, Giants could also go either way. Let's advance it here. Let's see who we got. The Giants lost. MVP Cam is coming back. He's coming to haunt everyone. Oh no. Cam Newton in the playoffs is scary. Steelers, Jaguars Conference Championship. Wow, the Steelers won by 1 point. Seattle dominating. And the Jacksonville Jaguars beating those Raiders, man. Alright. So we got Steelers, Jaguars. Could the Steelers go back to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row? Could the Lions make a repeat? Not a repeat. A reappearance in the Super Bowl. They did show up 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. Against the Colts. And lost. Can they make it back with MVP Cam? Oh, man. MVP Cam is back. He's haunting everyone. Let's advance in a week here. It's the Lions! The Lions are going to the Super Bowl against the Jaguars. The Steelers did not repeat. Oh, man. So Super Bowl. So 17-7 and a 21-14 win by the Lions in Seattle. Damn. So Super Bowl's going to be Jaguars, Lions. Oh, man, that's such a good matchup. No one would have thought that going into the season. No one at all. Let's look at the Pro Bowl roster. That's what you see here. Hutchins, Prescott, Wilson, Peck, Lamar Jackson, Max Davis, Todd Gurley, and Ezekiel Elliott. Barkley and Hunt, Kamara and Chubb. Fullbacks, okay. Brock June in the Pro Bowl. Look at that. Reggie Rose somehow getting in. Look at the receivers. The receivers aren't even like the best receivers. It's all a bunch of random bums. That's pretty crazy. Except Marquise Brown. He's like the only good one here. Stephon Diggs is a 96. It's not even the highest overall. Offensive line's going to be the best team, obviously. So it always does that. Best offensive lineman. Clowney getting in. DeMarcus Lawrence getting in. McKinley. This is a stacked Pro Bowl. Aside from the wide receivers. Aaron Donald getting in. Defense looks really good. Both defenses look really good. Mike Hughes getting in. Not sure how he got in at an 86 overall. Anthony Guy getting in. The first round pick corner on the Packers. Got into the Pro Bowl. Look at that. He's just that good. And for returners, none really special there. Okay. We got a Super Bowl game here. Got the Lions, got the Jaguars. Oh man. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk that this would be the Super Bowl matchup? I don't even know what I think what I said at the beginning of the year was going to be Jets-Vikings at the beginning of the season. I mean, the Jets made the playoffs. One and done, though. I mean, this Jaguars team making the Super Bowl? I don't know how. How's this guy not a depth tree yet? Kamari Bennett. Did he go up one for Super Bowl week? Nope, still a star. I'm looking at this team. I don't see how they could have went to the Super Bowl. There's better teams. Like the Dolphins. I don't know. I mean, let me see their stats. Did anyone, like, ball out this year? Gardner Minshew played bad. That's just bad. It's not even 3,000 passing yards. Fournette, he did pretty good. Receiving core is a mixture. That's because their offense was bad. Defensively, nothing really crazy in the sack game. Miles Jack, I guess, has just been torching it up. Okay. We'll obviously look at the lines before we go in. Obviously, it's MVP Cam that carried them to the Super Bowl. No other player would do that. No other player could bring them to the Super Bowl. Twice in 4 years, I guess, right? 4-year span, 5-year span. Cam Newton's still doing it. He's an 82 overall, but he's still doing it. My guess is it's Drew Carney or Douglas Carney, I think his name is. Look at the stats here. Kerryon Johnson's doing pretty good. The backup Dunn has 8 touchdowns as well. He's okay. TJ Hawkinson looking good. Douglas Carney 10 touchdowns. Sammy Watkins also looking pretty good. Where's Kenny Galladay? Doing pretty bad. Okay. Defensively, again, nothing really stands out. It's just winning football. That's really all it is. They're just playing winning football. All right. So we got a Super Bowl game here. We got the Lions and we got the Jaguars. Let's hop into it. All right, here's the spotlight here. Cam Newton, 2-time MVP in this franchise. 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns on the season. Age 35, bringing the team to the Super Bowl. It's crazy. He played most of his career on the Panthers and takes them to one Super Bowl. Plays 1 year on the Steelers, gets another MVP, then comes to the Lions and has another just fantastic second half of his career. Whole team here, offensive line's pretty good. Frank Ragnow has like 99 strength or something like that now. Kerryon Johnson, Kenny Galladay, and Douglas Carney are the threats. Here we go. We got a 2nd and 10 here for Cam Newton. Snaps the ball. He's going to scramble out to his right. Throws it down. It's intercepted by Matt McDougald. The first-round pick. The X Factor. Unreal. And they have a great scoring opportunity now for the Jaguars. Look at this. Cam Newton just rolling out to his right. Oh, man. He's looking for Carney. He's looking for that X Factor. Matt McDougald, I think it was the 10th overall pick of that first draft in 2020. Gets a pick in the biggest moment. Here comes the Jaguars offense. Gardner Minshew at the 36-yard line. 15 seconds into the game, and they're already in scoring position. It's caught by number 17. I don't know who that is. Is that rookie? That Harmon Hearns dude? Might be. 2nd and inches here. They're going to toss it to Fournette. He's got a big gap. He does a weird juke backwards and is stuffed by Tracy Walker. 3rd and 3. Line up in the shotgun. Minshew dropping back. He's got a lot of time. Not as much time anymore. He's going to get sacked by Phillips. I don't know who that is. Yeah, they're going to go for that 52-yard field goal. They're in Atlanta, so it's a dome. Super Bowl 59. The kick is up, and it is short. It is short. Eddie Pinheiro. That's an actual kicker in the NFL. He cannot kick a 52-yard field goal. Turn of events here. Cam Newton goes right back to where he was. 1st and 10. Play action. Cam going down the field. It's caught by T.J. Hawkinson, and he brings it to the 24-yard line. It's this Jacksonville defense that's probably been leading them to the Super Bowl here. They have everyone 85 or higher on the defensive line. Miles Jack, Defensive Player of the Year. And the first round pick and the 2nd round pick in the 2020 draft, Sean Wilcox and Matt McDougal have been locking down the secondary for years. We got a 3rd and 3 for Detroit. Hands it off to Carrion, gets stuffed by Ngakoue. I think Detroit's going to take their field goal and be up 3. Kick is good. The spotlight for Gardner Minshew. It's kind of a shame. Kind of wanted them to, but they're not gonna. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Handing it off to Fournette. Again, he's stuffed. Already a 3rd and 1 for Jacksonville. And hand it off to Fournette. He's getting stuffed instantly by Tavai. Instant stuff. Cam Newton ready to set up another set again. Hands it off to Carrion, who breaks a tackle. Has a bit of open space. Gets a 1st down. You see there's a lot of Lions fans in the stadium right now. I don't know if you saw that. There's a lot of them. For the big carry by Carrion, it's 3rd and 5. Jacksonville only has 7 yards of offense right now through the 1st quarter. Cam Newton dropping back. Throws it downfield. He's got... Is that Kenny Golladay or is that Carney? That's Carney on the catch. Couldn't tell if it was at 87 or 89. Oh, then the end, Kenny Golladay is 19. I'm retarded. Carney with a big catch downfield. Little sideline catch. Keeping his feet in bounds. 1st and 10 at the 27. Cam dropping back again. Throws it downfield. It's caught by Golladay. And he's down to the 4. The start of the 2nd quarter here. We're at the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal. Cam dropping back. Throws it to the left. He's got Golladay into the end zone. It's a fresh drive for Jacksonville, and Fournette just cannot get the ball going. 4 carries, 0 yards. Do a quick no-huddle here for Jacksonville. Minshew snaps it, gives it to Fournette again. Gets a bit of a hold this time. Gets about 3rd and inches. Not 3rd and inches. They're going to hand it off to Fournette again, and they cannot get the 1st down. It's Cam Newton coming back out there, fresh after a touchdown. Carrion Johnson getting stuffed by Miles Jack. Low snap kind of messes everything up there. And we got a 3rd and 10 situation. 5 minutes left in the half. Play action. Cam going downfield. He's got Golladay again. Golladay 3 straight catches. Two horrible play calls. It is 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Cam dropping back. Throws it to the sideline. He's got Carney. An unbelievable tiptoe grab for the first down. Fresh set of downs here. Cam going with the play action. Goes downfield. Caught again by Carney. And they're just outside the red zone. Minutes to go. Jacksonville's not doing anything right now on offense. Their defense got an interception. They're playing good. They're doing the best they can to bend but don't break. Kenny Galladay bringing it into the 1st and goal. Kerryon Johnson out in motion on the left side. They're throwing to the corner, and it's Carney. Didn't even see him. The camera angle was fucked up there. Carney with the touchdown to make it 16-0. 17 pending PAT. Just a perfect fade throw right into the corner. Cam Newton, man, looking good on the Lions. Jacksonville has to do something this drive. They need points. They were in field goal range. The kicker missed. They gotta do it again. Minshew. Oh, it's a bobble off the hands and intercepted by Nick Glass. Oh my goodness. It hit Bennett right in the hands. Oh my gosh. Look at the replay here. Oh my god, it hit him right between the hands. Nick Glass capitalizes on the opportunity. Oh man, this is gonna get ugly quick, isn't it? 1st and 10 at the 35 for Detroit. Throws a dump off. Gets about 9 yards. You're gonna let that clock chew, you might as well. Take a timeout with 1 minute left. 2nd and 1 for Detroit. Oh, Cam Newton scrambles a little. Gets the throw off. 1st down, timeout. 18 for 20 in the first half. That is unreal numbers. 3rd and 4. Throws the dump off again. Kerryon cannot break the tackle. It's going to be 20-0, 3-possession lead going into half. Handoff to Fournette. Stuffed again! This Lions defense is unreal right now. They are not taking no for an answer for anything. 3rd and 12. Fournette breaks a tackle, breaks another one. Doesn't get enough. Take a look at Cam Newton's day so far. He's thrown beautiful throws because T.J. Hawkinson on that post route. Cam Newton on this fade route to Carney. It's beautiful. And it's just thrown into the end zone by Galladay there. I was expecting the other one. It's the one in the corner. They teased me there. He's having an unbelievable day so far. Possibly Super Bowl MVP already. And it's the start of the second half. Hand off to Kerryon Johnson, who's got a hole and a 1st down. 2. The Lions hands it off to Kerryon. Gets just enough for the 1st. Not really. Right after 2 shitty run plays, it is a 3rd and 7. Gotta get the 1st down here. Throws it deep down the field. What a sideline catch by Carney. Oh my god. That throw was perfect. The catch was perfect. Oh my god. Tiptoes it. Drags the foot. Gets the 1st down. That is a huge play. Looks like that's a 1st down. And it is. Cam Newton, 21 straight completions. Did you see that? 21 straight completions for Cam Newton. And in case you're wondering, the NFL record, I believe, is 25, for what I'm aware of, by Ryan Tannehill. And it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the Lions. This could be the dagger. This could end it. Right here. 1st and goal. Hand off to Carry-On. He had a hole right up the middle. There's literally no one in the middle there. He cut right, though. Don't know why. 2nd and goal. Empty backfield. Cam. See, the scramble was right. Gets sacked by Josh Allen. Goal. Snaps at Cam. Completed. Over to Hawkinson. They're going to kick a field goal. Alright, we're going to sim the rest of this out. This game seems over. 23-0. Oh, Jaguars finally putting up points, but the Lions put up points right after, and that's going to do it. 26-8. That's got to be a scoregami. Never have seen that score before. I'm going to look this up right now. Lions are Super Bowl champions. Unreal. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk the Lions would win the Super Bowl? Ever. NFL scoregami. Let's see. Has there ever been a 26-8? 26 0-1 0-1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh, there has been a 26-8. God damn. Oh well, we tried. Right, 8. Yeah, there's been a 26-8 before. Okay. Cam Newton, MVP of the Super Bowl. Good for him. Last time there was a 26-8 game was in 1978. The Dolphins beat the Colts. Whatever. As you can see, the Lions are Super Bowl champions. Congrats to them. Cam Newton finally picking up that Lombardi trophy. MVP Cam came back into the playoffs and just shut everyone up and won them the Super Bowl. Final look at the stats here. He got one more incompletion to finish the game. That's actually pretty crazy. 26 for 29, 289, 2 touchdowns. Gardner Minshew, not so good of a game. Rushing attack, Carry-On, 102 yards. Fournette only finished with 28. Receiving, Carney, unreal game. Kenny Golladay, 557 and a touchdown as well. And defensively, got a couple sacks from Josh Allen. Lorenzo Carter got one. Arthur Phillips got one. There it is. The Lions are your champs. So far we've had the Saints win one, Steelers, Lions, Colts, and Cowboys, right? I think those are the champs. And the champs in that order. Oh, and the Packers. The Packers won year 1, and then the Cowboys won year 2, and then the Colts, then the Saints, then the Steelers, and now the Lions. Right? We've done 6 years, right? 2024, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah. That's right. Well, that's actually pretty crazy. So the Packers. So I'm trying to think. Cowboys first Super Bowl in a long time. The Packers have won Super Bowls. Steelers, Saints won one. This is the first franchise the first team in this franchise to win their first Super Bowl, in the Lions. Good for them. Hopefully Cam Newton doesn't retire after this year. I want to see him go for one more season. Just one more season. I don't know if he's gonna, but that's an unreal year. You got to re-sign staff. We got to re-sign. Might as well re-sign everyone, right? Just won a fucking Super Bowl. Alright guys, let's gonna end this episode here. I'm gonna do the last couple of signings for right before we advanced to re-sign period or free agency 1. I think what I'm gonna do for next episode though is not sign people free agency period 1 and then look at the draft and free agency in free agency 2 and do all the signings then. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So guys, leave a like, subscribe to all the crazy stuff down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.